What's going on? What's going on? About to get lit. About to get lit. Let me get.
Looking for royalty-free music?
All right, we good. We good. Ugh. All right. About to get right on into it. All right, we look. We about to get right on into it. So first things first, I'm already, just from what I'm seeing, I'm more than likely going to be looking to take a London continuation move today, just based off of how everything is looking. So I'm marking up the previous day's low, previous day's high, and I'm also paying attention to this low that was created down here. This low got created at 3 in the morning. We had this clear these lows, and then we had that start the whole push. So more than likely this is going to be the low of the day because it was created at 3 in the morning. And it also created this low after clearing the previous day's low. So that's something we're going to be keeping in mind. So next I'm going to mark up the 12 a.m. open. This also was below the 12 a.m. open, so we created that as we fell lower. So there's a lot of reason to believe that this area down here is going to be the low of the day, and we also are keeping in mind that this is also when price traded into 35,200. So 35,200 ended up getting hit as that target for the week that I was anticipating, and as you can see, price now is starting to move higher. So we do have this high right here that's price looks like it's going to be targeting soon, but the high is that this low got taken. So now the next high is going to be this high, then the previous day's high. So these are the main areas that we're going to be using as targets. I'm also going to mark up our other big figure levels, such as 35,800. Going to mark up 35,500, which is where price is currently trading above right now. So this 35,500, 5,800, and we have 35,200. Next, I'm going to mark up the Asian session range, just like this. So we can see that when we made that low of the day, we also traded below the Asian session low when we did this. So we traded below the low, creating the low of the day after we cleared the previous day's low, after we traded below the Asian session low, and also after we traded into 35,200. So there was a lot of reason for this area to here have that expansion. So now what I'm personally going to be doing is I'm going to be looking to continue this trend higher. So when price starts to create a form of resistance, it starts to show a form of willingness to reject, I'm going to pull my fib from this low to this high, and I'm going to be anticipating a pullback. Now, where am I going to be looking for a pullback to? We have this 4-hour order block right here, which I'm going to be keeping in mind. I would ideally want to see a lower time frame one, but I personally don't see one yet. So I'm going to keep this 4-hour one in mind just right now. Just like that. I'm going to go maybe the 5-minute. I would have to start using the fib first so I can get a better area that I could kind of map out. But if I pull it from here to here, ideally, now if I get that 4-hour order block and I get the 50% of it, just like this. I think this area down here around 35,300 will be a good area for me to potentially look to get into a buy trade today. I think that would be a good scenario for me. I'm gonna just make that one black. So now we have a lot of reason to believe why price should potentially come back to this area here. Now also let's get the 50% of this Asian session range also, and it's all in this general area. So 35,300 is going to be our general area that I'm going to be anticipating price to have a reaction off of to the top side. So yeah, just like that, I'm basically just anticipating a possible pullback to continue the trend higher. Damn it, I did that whole markup while the live thing was on. Tough. 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 Alright. But yeah, that's my little analysis so far for what I'm anticipating for today. And this is just off of the lower time frames. I'm gonna about to check higher time frames now. So let's go over here. Let me go to do that. Go here. This to here. So we can see what price we are at. That's just a double one. There we go. You can see we're trading right at the 35,500. So we're more than likely gonna see a reaction at this level. Might not be a major one, but we're gonna see what we can basically just see what happens. It looks like I'm missing a level here. I think it's 35.50. Let me fix that. Now let's go to the higher time frame. Go to the daily. We're still in this order block, so more than likely I'm still going to be anticipating price to have this push to the top side. We traded instead of 50% of it, which was trading when we made the low of the day, trading in the 35,200. So as of right now, I'm just going to be looking for a potential pullback to continue price going higher. And where will we get that pullback to? Potentially somewhere in this area. And that's what I'm going to be looking to do. If we look where this is around 35,360, 35,300 is right in here. So we will see what happens. We will see. Right now we're bullish, and ideally 35,800 will be somewhere that I look to take profit at and use as a potential target. So as of right now, I'm just waiting, and this is what I would ideally want to see today. So well, yeah, that's really it for now for my analysis on what I have for US30. What do you think about it, Martin? Tired. Yeah, I feel you. Hey, at least we're here. That's the main thing. We're here, though. Yeah, this is but this right here, this would be a clean trade right here, in my opinion. If we get that off, but now let me go to NAS 100. I'm gonna just mark it up. I'm gonna continue to mark up NAS because honestly, I've been liking the way it's been moving. I kind of fuck with it of lately, and it's been moving like US30. So I'm gonna just continue to move it, trade it, and just get a better feel for it. You know what I mean? So let's mark up. Previous is high. Previous is low. Same thing happened like US30. Previous is low got taken out. So there's a high chance that today we're gonna continue to move bullish. So we had this previous is low taken out, made the low of the day. We have the 12 a.m. open right here. Now I'm gonna mark up the Asian session range. Just like this. There we go. So we made the high low of the day. Same things US30. Now let's mark up our big figure levels. So we have 35,200 right here. Make this right. We got 35,200. We have 35,500 up here. We have 35,000. I said 35,15. I'm like so used to US30. 15,000. Like, what was I even saying? I was like reading all the numbers completely off. I said like for 15,200, I said like 35,200, 35,500. Shit. That tells you where my mind is. Shit, man. All right, but now I'm gonna just get all these big figure levels all perfect. There we go. So we got these main big figure levels in and around where price is currently trading in. We also have this high right here where price is about to trade above, so we could possibly have a false break of that high. So we're going to keep that in mind. These previous day's lows got taken, so the next area where price is more than likely going to be reaching for is going to be previous day's high and these highs here. So right now I'm going to be doing the same thing I'm doing with US30. I'm just waiting for a potential pullback. So let me see if there's any order blocks on here. Potentially we have this 4-hour one on NAS 100 that looks a little bit cleaner than one on US30. This one looks like it's more towards the center of this Asian session range, which could also give us another possible trade idea. Now as we get the 50% of here, we see that the high of this 50% is also right here. If we look at where this is price wise, this is at 15,100, which is a mid figure level. It's a big figure level, but it's not one of my main ones. So I'm just gonna make this one black, just like that. So now we have a similar setup to what we're possibly anticipating on US30. So right now we're just gonna be waiting for a potential pullback. I'm gonna wait for prices to show a form of wanting to create a resistance so we can pull our fib from the London low to the high of New York session. We're gonna be waiting for that pullback. So as of right now, this is the high, so I'm gonna leave that right there. And this is what I'm anticipating right now. So let's see what happens. Same thing with US30. I'm just waiting for a potential pullback. And if we're able to get in down here, damn, stop loss. Ooh, that's wide. Just from the 50%, that's 100 pips. Damn. Yeah, we're gonna have to just play it by a minute right now. But yeah, this is what I'm anticipating for both pairs. Higher time frame for US30 is pretty bullish in my opinion, so I think we can get this push higher. So let's see what happens. Hold on, say it again. Let me try to. From on here, what we were just looking at. Yeah, so say if you were to use a 50-point stop loss, what do you use? Like a 4 lot? You use a 8. Is it? It'll be an 8 lot if you use 100 pip stop loss. Oh yeah. Reverse. My fault. Reverse. But I wouldn't use 100 pip stop loss anyway. You just need one good trade, and then you have a little bit of a cushion again. Yeah, man, you're still on it. It's only over when you lose. I saw an ICT video yesterday about Judas. With Judas, if we are bullish first, it's gonna break the Asian session high, then the low, and it's gonna reverse back up. What's your thoughts about this? In your example, we're bullish today, but if it's a Judas, we are bearish. Let's see. Oh, but yeah. Actually, I was gonna ask you, what are you doing this weekend? You gonna be busy? Mm-hmm. But cause what's I was gonna that interview thing that we could still do. It won't take long, but I just once we do that shit, I could send you the video. You could chop it up. You just chop up whatever clips you are in there. You'll put some Jones too. All content creation at the end of the day. Recycle that shit. Facts. True. Yeah, it's video editing is just a little bit of a six time and experience like anything else. Trying to see where I get this retracement. Don't want to use the wicks, but I gotta wait for this candle to close first. What were you gonna do for a buy at the Asian when you were up during London? Hey, you see it now. Yeah. Not all trades are good trades. Even if it works out, it doesn't mean it's a good trade. You know what I mean? You gotta define your trades by if did you follow your rules, did you stay disciplined? That's how you define the trade. Because, and honestly, just this was just something that went up. It doesn't really make it a good trade. It just went up. You know what I mean? Prices went up. You know what I mean? But if you would have saw all these different confirmations first, like, oh, it cleared the previous day's low. Oh, cleared the ASUS low. Oh, we traded into a big fig level. Oh, and we're pushing and we're making a low today during London session. If you would have seen all those and took the trade, I could have seen why you would have taken it, because it's like the things you look for. You know what I mean? They should just pray. No need to pray. You gotta have the confidence in it. Nah, I feel you. Facts. But yeah, both of them, they're slowly moving right now. Just taking time. You said if it's just a what? No, sure. Here, here, I'm about to give you. Oh, Elijah, you're here too. What's going on, man? I didn't realize you're in it. Here, I'm gonna make you host so I can see it right now. Alright, I made you host. Yeah, I see it. It's all good, Elijah. What's that big box that's prices in? I figured it was just something on the higher time frame. Yeah, it's because a whole bunch of people like you, when you all look at it a certain way. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is not really much. We're like been in this downturn. One thing I always give you as a little tip too, when doing the markups, don't try to go too far ahead, because where you're looking at now, price might not even get to there today. You know what I mean? So it's good to have it, but the one that's why I like to have two different types of charts. One for the day trading and what you're looking at now and what matters now, and then have a higher time frame one that you can just leave marked up at all times. That's what I would recommend, because when you have a whole bunch of different things on at once, it kind of clouds your vision too, and it just makes it a little bit simpler. Because if you have all these other things, you're going to be paying attention to something higher, when in reality you should be paying more attention to something a little bit lower. You know what I mean? But nonetheless, having it marked up at all times is going to be good regardless. Uh, Here. So, you got it. All right, but oh, there's Telegram. This shit happened since we've been gone. I said. NASA's showing more willingness. You know, it's 30 right now. 138. Basically, maybe even a little bit more. Yeah, exactly 200. But once we start to drop into these areas, at this point we'll be in a good zone to potentially catch this trade. See, like, depending on what happens, you could even just potentially short at the open. Honestly, we'll see where we are in price. We will see. Yeah, I low-key want to short because I know price more than likely is gonna drop. It's just more or less. Do I want to wait till the open? We are at this big figure level too, so that's why part of me wants to give it that chance. And if I do, yeah, I'm gonna get in for the short now, just because I know what I'm anticipating. I already know I want price to go lower. If it doesn't go lower and keeps on pushing, then at this point it's just gonna continue with that higher time frame trend at that point. But I am anticipating price to at least come to 35,300, which is 200 pips away. So I'm just gonna use a 50 pip stop loss. That's gonna be right above the high, so I will know if I'm wrong immediately. We have this big figure level. I want to see if we cleared this high on other charts. Almost, because one thing I was thinking, if we cleared this high, like had a false break on a different chart, that's something I wasn't possibly anticipating too, but it doesn't look like it. But we're gonna see. I'm gonna use a 50 pip stop loss. 473 is where I got in. So 473 plus 50, 523. Let's see, 523. And we're gonna see what happens. The open is happening pretty soon. So let's see. Got my stop loss above 35,500 on my broker. So let's see what happens. We just need that momentum to kick in now. Well, let's see. We're gonna see what happens. Only time will tell. If we can get this full trade, it could be a potential 1 to 4 if it comes down to 35,300, which would be the ideal scenario. And if it comes any lower, then it's a good trade. But I'm only aiming for around 35,300 as the main target. I use exactly 50, and it just happens to be above this candle. Let's see what happens. I'm looking at it more or less like we cleared the body of this candle. So if I go to my settings and look at the wick, where is the symbol? We cleared it like this, but we didn't clear the wick. So there's still a chance we could potentially keep on falling even though we didn't clear the wick. But I'm just hoping that we can hold 35,500, or we don't have a possible another false break scenario happen at the open. I just want to see price slowly make its way lower. And we're going to see. NAS is falling. So sometimes I really wish I'd be trading NAS instead. Really do. Because US30 is like the same. It's showing the same thing, but it's just like hard headed. That's the best way I can like describe it. But yeah, we got 35 here. I'll just write the confirmations. We got the 35 500 level plus. I'm gonna just say that false break plus high of the day during New York session. So there is a chance we could possibly have that reversal. So if there is, we could possibly anticipate that, and we clear the Asian session high. So in my opinion, and we have NAS correlation. Probably spelled that wrong, but hey, as long as you know what I mean, it's all good. And that's what I'm saying, man. Yeah, we're gonna see. Hopefully, I know where I want to see price fall. It's just more or less whether price is gonna want to fall before or after it has clears this high. That's really what it comes down to. Well, let's see. We got about 3 minutes. NASA's showing the willingness. It was 30, not so much. It's like failing. It's failing this 35 500, but as long as we can hold it, we should be good. I just want to keep seeing us reject this 35 500 level, and I want to see us drop from here. Yeah, that's ideally what I want to see. If we keep rejecting, it'll be a good sign. I just don't lie. Even though we are closing bullish, as long as we keep rejecting and closing as rejecting this 35 500 level, we should be good. We are rejecting this order block too. So I think we got it good. We just gotta wait for that momentum to kick in for price to really start to drop and follow NAS. I feel like, oh yeah, things like that. Yeah, that makes me have gray hair right there. That's what I'm saying. Don't fly. Like you've been flying all day. NAS is rejecting this 15,200 level. Let's see, man. Let's see. Alright, so open. Let's see. See what happens. I'm just trying to get to 1-to-1, man. That's all I want for myself. I don't know. Let's see. I'm just keeping in mind. I'll give it to the 50% of this. But if it starts going past that at that point, I don't know how well I trust it. Damn, US 30. Why you keep doing this? It's like indecisive right now. But as long as it stays below 35 500, we should be good. Could just be a wick, but you can never be too sure. Alright, don't lose faith in the trade. I still got faith in the trade. There we go. There we go. Come on, get to 1-to-1 now. Get to 1-to-1. Just gotta be patient. NAS really isn't doing too much. We just gotta wait for US 30 to keep on falling. Just gotta be patient with it. It's still early in the move, so you gotta give it some time. Looks like we've seen the drawdown we should have seen already, so I wouldn't want to see price come back up, but never know at the end of the day. Well, yeah, that's just pushing. I don't know. I wanted to do something similar to NAS. It did kind of have that drop, and then NAS started pushing. So, yeah, not looking good. Like, not even a smooth down. Literally went a little bit. Since such an uptrend, but like I said, the higher time frame, it just looks like it's gonna push. I want to believe it's gonna still fall, but it's like struggling so bad. It's like really indecisive. It wants to go higher, but it wants to go lower. NAS is pushing. This is like range. I want to see it go down though. Low key, it looks like it could possibly do the opposite of NAS. It could, but at this point, shit, man, you never know. Almost, man. Almost, but not enough. I almost came close to 1-to-1 like one time earlier. There we go. There's some momentum. That's what I like to see. Alright, so I'm breaking even now. Risk free. If you like that, bro. Yeah, I'm up 1-to-1, but I don't want it to go back break even. I am at a few losses for the week. I need this momentum to keep going. At least get to my 2-to-2. 1-to-2. I said 2-to-2. 1-to-2, man. I just don't like this wicking, bro. It's wicking too much. If it comes and breaks me even, bro, I'm gonna be so sick. Cause like at that point, if it comes and wicks me out, I'm gonna just hop in on NAS instead. Cause at least NAS still has a chance of falling. US30. If it comes back and breaks me even, I'm gonna punch myself. There we go. That's what I like to see. I wanted to clear all of this. All of this, please. I'm trying to get... If it works. It's just showing that once it's closing, it's more likely the next candles will continue to be bearish. That's how I look at it. Come on, just get to 1-to-2. 1-to-2, man. Come on. Break the candle low. Break the low and keep on going. I just don't like how it could, at any point, it could easily just come back for a retracement. I'm just trying to at least get to 1-to-2 before it does that. But right now, it's like struggling, man. I don't like it. Where's the volume? This is so, like, anticlimactic. There we go. Come on, break the low. Break the low. Or not. Come on, man. This ain't it, man. This ain't it. If it comes back and stops me out, bro, I'm gonna be so sick. Like, bro, yeah. This is fucking crazy, bro. I might break even on my stop loss, but I'm not gonna move it. Like, if it starts, because if it comes to that, I'm gonna break even. It's literally engulfing that whole candle. Yeah, I'm risk free, but still. could be up 2% if price acts right, man. No, I don't think so. Nah, it's just pushing to, yes. I gotta stop break even. Nice. Bro, I cannot get a 1 to 2 trade for the life of me. Swear to God. That shit's horrible. God damn it. Another break even trade. I can't get a 1 to 2 trade for the life of me. This shit is so ass. Come on, US30. What is wrong with you? Yeah, and then that's just pushing. Didn't even come to any of these areas. Just retraced to the Asian session high. Yeah, god damn it. Should've just took profit at 1 to 1. Every time I tell myself in my head I want to take profit at 1 to 1, ends up getting finessed. It's just gonna go back in the uptrend at this point because the daily. Yeah, I would, but I'm cool. I'm not buying this high in price. You'd be buying at highs of the day. No, I'm cool. Nas is doing the same shit. It just sucks. It comes so hits 1 TP and always breaks me even. That shit annoying as hell. Yeah. Neither of them. It's just these days, there's like no trade opportunity whatsoever. Like, how am I just would have had to buy the Asian session high is the only thing you could potentially look to buy at. Real shit. Oh, it's retracing now. Could potentially get. That's probably giving a good buy opportunity at this point. Gotta see how the 15-minute closes out. Cause it looks like we cleared this high. Could be looking to potentially have that reversal still. Let's see. Because like I said, it went and cleared this high. Now it's having a willingness to come lower again, but I'm gonna just have to wait for some closures. Yeah, I'm gonna just wait to see how this 15-minute candle closes first before I even think about potentially getting back in first. Like, this shit been like lagging like a motherfucker the last 2 days. Trading view. Yeah, I'm just waiting right now. I gotta wait for it to close first. Yeah, it just cleared this high, and it's still showing a willingness to want to move lower. So that's what I'm just waiting for. But I want to wait. I don't want to hop in just to hop in. But at the same time, I want to wait for this candle to close. You even see my screen right now? Alright, I got you. Yeah, I'm gonna just wait for it to close because there's still a chance we could still drop. But I'm gonna just wait. Damn, it's the type of thing where I want to hop in, but at the same time. Alright, well, if we can get a little retest 35,500, I'm probably going to get in. Because the way this candle looks like it's going to close, looks like it's going to be bearish. But I want to wait for it. Unless it takes off without me. I'm not just trying to hop in. I want to have a specific entry, though. Nah, mine was all the way at 35,500. I'm like a cool 15, 16 pips below. Where's your stop loss, though? I don't think it's above the high, though, either. That's why. Yeah, I'm not going to hop in yet. I'm not just going to sell here. I want it to be at least a little bit higher. I can't justify it here. Stop loss wouldn't make sense for me. Because I want to use 50 points, but 50 points is like going to be in the middle of this move. So I'm waiting for it to at least retest 35,500, then I'll get in and then put my stop loss above this high. NAS is rejecting. If anything, I'd rather have sell NAS if I can't get this retest on the 35,500. Let's check the 15 minute. 15 minute. We are in this area here. Are we back at 35,500? It's NAS rejecting. Yeah. I want to wait for it to close. Yeah, I already knew. It's like, this has been wonky. Like, at this point, I would feel more comfortable just shorting NAS if given the opportunity. Because right now, US30 is just playing at these highs. And look how it closed on the 15 now. Still rejected, but... NAS is rejecting. No, it's not rejecting. No, fuck. It's like... I want to go short, but at the same time, the NAS is starting to push even more. So it kind of makes me not want to. Yeah. Might just leave today at a break even day. Right now, it looks like it just wants to push higher. And the higher time frame, like I said, is already bullish as fuck as is. So. It would have been good if it closed differently, but yeah. You just gotta comes with experience, knowing when to and when not to enter. That's really what it comes down to. Yeah, but even then, it's like if you take one trade a day, a lot of the time your trade idea is gonna get stopped out before it works out, even though you were right. That's what kind of sucks. Because if you're disciplined to take one trade a day, you're just gonna be losing more trades than if you were to give yourself a little bit more attempts. You know what I mean? More risk, but more reward. I'm just keeping in mind NAS is still, we could reject this 35,250 area. I'm just letting these candles close first, so. Yeah. There's days like this, you can't really do much. Not really. I would have never bought here, so that buy would have never happened. It's just, I don't know. Trade opportunity hasn't been the best, in my opinion. The trades that I like to look for. Facts. There we go. Okay, now I want to see get a little retest. I need to get a retest first, so. If it leaves without me, it leaves without me. But see how NAS is. Part of me wants to take this short on NAS instead. Like US 30 is just not as clean right now. Let's see. Let's see how these NAS starts moving. Oh yeah, US 30 is falling. Alright, I'm gonna get on the short on NAS instead, just because it's cleaner. Same thing, 50 pip stop loss, but I'm using on NAS instead. I got in at 320. 270. It's my stop loss. $320. Oh, it's plus. I'm done. 370. Yes, sir. It's the whole thing. It's like road to one-to-ones, man. We'll see. We will see. Same target, same thing as US 30. I just want to see if it's gonna follow along. Even US 30 is kind of having a, I don't know. We're gonna see. If I get stopped out, and it's 1% down, done for the day. Luckily, I was able to break even on the last one, so I got a little bit of room to spare. And as long as we can stay below 15,250, I think there's a good willingness to drop to the downside. US 30 is like back and forth right now. It's like really off and on. Yeah, I don't know. US 30 is just chopping right now at this point. It's not. That's why I'm just kind of done looking at it. NAS, I think has that willingness, but at the same time, both of them are starting to be real bullish. So yeah, might just be one of them days. Yeah. Yeah. It be like that sometimes. It says we can't really do shit about this sometimes, you know what I mean? Hey, you learn, you fail, and now you know what to work on. That's really what it comes down to. You just gotta learn, use it as a lesson at the end of the day. %1 better every day. You ain't gonna be perfect by 6 months, but you gonna be better than where you started. See now US30's looking like it wants to reject again. But Nas, come on, Nas. Like, I don't know, the way these indexes have been moving the past like week and a half, I've just been getting fucked over. Like, it's like I know where it wants to go, but I get faked out. Like, look, now it's rejecting after it came all the way up. Nas is just trying to stop me out before it tries to fall again. It's really what it comes down to. And we're using the wider stop loss too. I try not to use 50. I'm using 50 today. Now Nas doesn't even want to move. Nice. It's like whenever I take the Nas trade, US30 either plays out way nicer or does the complete opposite of what I thought it was going to do. Yeah. I have faith in the Nas trade, but at this point, it's just not. There's no momentum at this point. So even if it does start to fall, I don't even think it's gonna really give us that momentum we need to see some profits. US30 looks like it's trying to fall lower, but it's also just in this big range. Yeah, Nas is just pushing more and more and more. Yeah, nothing's happening. One thing I noticed about this week too is there's no news whatsoever all week. No news. So I don't know if that means there's not gonna be a lot of volume this week, but I just know that it hasn't been playing out this week though. Yeah, US30. This is ranging at this point on US30. It's gonna eventually fall, and there goes Nas pushing. Yeah, this just ain't nothing we could do. Trade idea was valid, but shit, I've been getting clapped up all year, all 2022. Yeah, it's just pushing. Just ain't like there's no trade opportunity today. That's really what it came down to. Yeah, Nash is a goner. I'm still in it, but doesn't look like it's gonna work out at this point. So it's just gonna be the L. One break even, one L. It is what it is. Losses are part of the game. Yeah, that's just like barely moving, but it's coming to it. I'm like a few pips away. It's like been ranging this whole time. And US30 is like slowly showing a willingness to move lower. That's why it sucks, is US30 still shows a willingness to want to go lower. And that's just like flying. It is a window. The whole New York session. That's our window. I mean, yeah, usually I'm on the charts anyway from the window. So the whole time that I'm trading is the window, in my opinion. Yeah, I just got stopped out. It is what it is. US30, yeah, it's just chopping up. It's chopping up. It's probably still gonna end up dropping, but it is what it is. Ain't really much we could do at this point. Fuck no. You just gotta figure out what the whole thing just ended. You're Yeah, I don't know why I ended, but you just gotta look at what you did wrong, because it's not, you can't really learn from what you did right. Just look at what you did wrong and you know what to improve on now. It's really what it comes down to. Hey man, it be like that. You can't win them all. Can't win them all. Yeah, bro. If this gives you a better insight, I've personally taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 challenges. If that puts that in perspective for you. But at the end of the day, it's hard. Majority of the people that take the challenges don't even pass. It's, it's the same thing. Hey man, as long as you keep on working, then you'll be good. That's what I'm saying, Birdie. You only fail when you give up. Only fail when you give up, bro. Facts. probably is, bro. I'm telling you. Like I said, the analysis don't be wrong. It's not like I don't know what I'm anticipating. It's just more or less the other things that go into it: holding a trade, being able to wait for a trade, not taking a trade, little shit like that. Cause that's something I gotta get through myself too. Even though like I know I could trade it, but even though when you take multiple losses, you get discouraged, your confidence goes down. It's like a whole thing. You know what I mean? Like look, nah. It's just more or less, this is not our ideal market. It's really what it comes down to. Like, I don't perform best when market's just trending every day and just never has pullbacks, clean pullbacks. It just trends. I'm not good in that market. At this point, like, there's been no news. There's no news all week. There's not going to be news until the 26th of this month. There's no news whatsoever. Yeah, I get what you're saying. But listen, I know it's gonna fall. You said what? Yeah, I got stopped out. I'll be up there. I'm just journaling it. One thing I thought about doing, because I can't keep on taking consecutive back-to-back losses, I thought about putting like 1,000 into account and just seeing what I could bring it to in a week. And just whatever I make, I take it out and I just keep doing that for a little bit. Just see what I could do with a $1,000 account. It's like a build. Not even that. I like the broker I use. I could use my card to deposit into the account. It just makes it easier. Yeah, because Bitcoin is be taking all this extra work. It be taking time. You gotta have the Coinbase. You gotta have your account. You gotta have the certain limit so you can even withdraw a certain amount. Little shit. Okay. Now let's hold on. You don't even see my screen. I need to make it so like automatically connects to this one. I need to set it like always. I don't know. I don't know. Facts. That's a fact. That's a real fact. But nah, yeah, price is slowly moving down. Like I said, just the direction isn't the hard part. The entry, exits, that's really where it gets harder. As you, yeah, I'm gonna go to the gym after this. But nah, I feel you. Nah, I'll let you know. Which one? The one that you were thinking about buying or the one you have? Yeah, price slowly moving. So I'm just trying to wait to see if it clears this low before I get off. Just waiting for it. But this has overall been in this range between this low and this high. So at least once one of them gets broken, then I can leave. But yeah, like the direction I knew it wanted to fall is just more or less just. I was ideally looking to take majority profit at 35,500. I don't even remember. I just can I get it back? 15,100. 15,100 is where I was looking to get out at. And it's a 4-hour order block too. And it's starting to move now. There's US30 now. Dropped below it. US30 be a bitch, man. Be a little bitch. But on that note, I'm off. So you took the last trade already? Oh, you're still in. Shit, if it's the last trade, you don't even need a stop loss at that point. You know what I mean? Because once it gets down to negative, like, and once it gets down to a certain point in the challenge, it's just automatically get to say not pass once you reach a certain level of drawdown anyway. It'll be like, yeah, it'll be the 10% max loss once you get to the certain point. So at this point, you don't even really need to stop loss. You can still leave it, but you don't really. It's not necessary at this point. So where you're in on NAS? I feel you. Yeah, it could work out. You never know. It's not really moving right now, but anything could happen. But now, on that note, I'm gonna end it off here. We about to skedaddle, you know. And I'm gonna just end the stream, end the live. We gonna be back tomorrow morning. We gonna see what we could do. Back to the grind. It's still early in the year. Still early in the year. Only been 13. Oh no, not 13 days. Only been 19 days. 19 days, but it's all good. We still got a whole another 11 months of the year. But alright, bro, I'm gonna talk to you tomorrow. You be safe. But alright, everyone on YouTube, appreciate you being here watching. Appreciate everything. If you're here, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. So, you guys don't even see my screen right now. Sorry about that. I ended up closing the trading view because just when I got off the charts. But appreciate you being here. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. If you did, make sure you be